Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is March 19th, and right now we are looking at the GOES 18 satellite imagery. You can see that fog infiltrating into some of the coastal areas, all the way down to the Bay Area, some of the valleys, including San Jose, and even a little bit trying to move its way into some of the Central Valley, including Sacramento, up and down the Central Coast as well. But if you look across the higher terrain, you can see the nice snow-capped Sierra Nevada, and our low-pressure system is still out here spinning. Might kick off a few more showers here today. Then we take a look at the extended forecast. It looks like we have another system moving towards California. It's going to include northern, central, and maybe even southern California at times. It moves across the area. We'll dive into those details here as we go through the video this morning. If we take a look at yesterday, let's back this all the way up, and that's going in reverse. Now as we scroll through there, you can see the spin right there on the Arizona-California border, spawning those thunderstorms. Hundreds of lightning strikes there across southern California, down into southern Nevada, plenty across Arizona as well. And you can see that activity wane for California as the sun sets, kept on into the evening hours and nighttime hours for some of Arizona. But if we go on in through this morning, you kind of still see the spin here, but this low is starting to moderate. The temperatures aloft are starting to moderate, and we are going to kick off maybe a few more showers today. Should not be as prolific as what we went through yesterday across Southern California, as you can see. And if you were out there across some of the Los Angeles metro and down towards some of Oceanside there, Orange County, and some of the higher terrain, just absolutely hammered there yesterday with thunderstorm activity. Now this morning, of course, if you run into some of the fog, remember to use your low beams out there, drive slowly, and keep others in mind, etc., etc. Now, if we look at this, Sacramento, check it out. This weekend here, there is a chance for some thunderstorm potential here. It's not a great one, but we're going to be watching this system and try to nail down these details as we get closer to the event. And I'll show you the weather models on that here in a moment. But we are also expecting some mountain snow Friday through Sunday, as you can see. And the snow level is 4,500 to 6,000 feet, decreasing to 3,000 to 4,500 feet on Sunday. Moderate mountain travel impacts expected. And of course, chain controls and travel delays, again, could be impacting I-80 here. So we're still uncertain on just how much is going to fall here, but they are talking about the probability of some heavier snowfall in a 72-hour period. Probably not as extreme as last round, but it is something here, and we're starting to get to the later portions of March. So we could have some impacts from this. Now, quiet weather ahead. This is Las Vegas National Weather Service. So we are going to have the scattered showers today, but then gradual warming and drying conditions will start to occur. This is the precipitation chances for today. Again, you cannot rule out thunderstorms, especially across the higher terrain. I don't know how much of this is going to drift out over the lower elevations, but this was issued this morning by the San Diego National Weather Service. And we'll look at the weather models in that here in a moment. But if we look at the precipitation chances across Arizona, you can see Flagstaff, 50-50 chance there. Phoenix, lesser chances down there, and snow across some of the higher terrain, mostly above 8,000 feet there. And watch out for those gusty winds, some small hail, and heavy rainfall, dangerous lightning with some of these storms. Now, dry and mild weather expected early this week. However, it will become cooler and wetter. This is National Weather Service Eureka here. So just a heads up here, we are going to be bringing a system, and I'll show you more on that here in a moment. But let's look at the high resolution rapid refresh. So what the Doppler radar may look like as we go through the day today. And as you can see, as we go through this morning, we're going to pop off some of the showers across Arizona, maybe some of the desert areas. You can't rule out a thunderstorm or two here showing up. Doesn't look like much here, but if you're underneath one of those, you could get some lightning strikes. Not as prolific as yesterday, what we are expecting today, however. And then Wednesday, you can kind of see it popping off maybe across the Sierra, the higher terrain, the peninsula ranges, Baja into Southern California. Maybe one more day of a random thunderstorm out or two out there as this finally kicks off to the east as we go through Thursday morning, and then we await the arrival of the next system from the northwest. If we look at lightning flash density and potential in the high resolution model as well, you can see it's not as bad as yesterday, but it does show that potential as we go all the way on in through Wednesday a bit here. You can kind of see it popping up a little bit across the higher terrain all the way down through Baja here, but that should be kicking off as we go on through the day Wednesday. So the Storm Prediction Center does have the day one categorical outlook here for some of the Sierra Nevada, down through the higher terrain of Southern California, a lot of Arizona and New Mexico here as well. This is day two. As you can see, a lot of that activity kicks off to the east, but they may upgrade this as well as we go, because this is for Wednesday morning into Thursday morning. It may kick off a couple showers here. We'll see if that gets the upgrade. Now looking at 18,000 feet or 500 millibars, here's that upper level low that's been with us for several days, and then we wait for this next system to get ramped up here, and you can see it's going to bring a frontal system here into central California. We're not still sure how far south that front is going to go, but you can see it kind of opens up this chillier air mass here across the region, expecting some mountain snows with that, and then we'll start to break down the future here as we go through following days. We're still kind of working out the details of that initial system, but if we look at the European here on the left versus the GFS on the right, you can see the state of California here, Hawaiian Islands to the far left-hand corner there, and if we put that into motion, you can still see this next system here developing. Pretty good model agreement really as we start this precipitation. Looks like sometime on Friday morning here with the low pressure system right off of Northern California Oregon border, and the frontal system moves down across some of the coastal areas here at the central coast, but the European a little bit stronger with that system here as well. So I tend to believe that it's been pretty spot on. The European's been doing pretty good, and the GFS is showing something similar, however, and then you can kind of see this troughing remain with us across some of the southwest, and then perhaps another system starting to roll in as we go through the day and the night on Sunday. Now, taking a look at total snow, 10-to-1 ratio, we do have that snowfall potential, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video here. And you can see by the time we get into Friday night, we're going to start to get some of that snow piling up into Saturday morning. So heads up for that if you're planning to travel back and forth across some of the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada and in Northern California as we go to Saturday afternoon and we start to wrap up that system. And then we might have another one coming after that. But we'll worry about that here one thing at a time. 6 to 10 days. You can see much of the west below normal here as we go through March 28th. 6 to 10 day precipitation. Got this nice bullseye here across the southwest. Hopefully that can help out with some of the drought concerns across Arizona and New Mexico. Here's 8 to 14 day. This goes through April 1st. Below average signal here across much of the west. Here's the 8 to 14 day as well. Kind of the bullseye here across the southwest USA. But of course, we'll be breaking that down day by day. And just a quick look at the drought monitor here. There still is some extreme and exceptional drought across New Mexico. And that kind of leaks into Arizona as well with some severe drought. So hopefully we can, help that out here over the next week or two. Looking at the day 3 through 7 hazard outlook, we did make this one March 23rd as we go through the weekend upcoming here. Some heavy snow possible for the Sierra Nevada, and this goes on through the end of the month. We may get additional rounds here. We'll continue to watch that and break it down as we go, though. But yeah, it's always nice to look at the GOES 18 satellite imagery. You can see the fog kind of infiltrate into the individual valleys there, even if you look close enough. In the Bay Area kind of socked in this morning as well. But lots of nice, glorious sunshine elsewhere, and you can see the snow-capped mountains out there. And Lake Tulare is probably a little bit still out there somewhere, and if we continue to build up some of that snowpack across the Sierra Nevada, we might keep the lake going out there or make its reappearance if it did disappear. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can chime in on just exactly how it's doing right now. I have not heard much about it lately. But again, watch out across the higher terrain of Southern California as you go through the day today. It doesn't look that impressive right now, but it can still spawn a thunderstorm or two and maybe even one more as we go through the day tomorrow. Again, we'll watch that and break it down tomorrow also. So anyway, hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.